It's a significant development. It's the first time we are hearing from her camp that she is willing to answer questions from senators in a sworn testimony, going further than what they have said in these in a TV appearance earlier this week by saying that she'd be prepared to testify next week so long as senators offer terms that are fair and which ensure her safety. Now, this is the catch here, Brooks. They say that according to the lawyer for Professor Christine Blasey Ford, that testifying Monday, which is the time that the Republicans have set, say you have to come Monday or we're just going to move on. They say in this email that it is not possible to testify on Monday, and the committee's insistence that it occurred then is a quote arbitrary. So they don't want to sit down on Monday, but they're prepared to do it next week. So the lawyer also said that it's still their preference to have a full FBI investigation before any sort of hearing. And of course, we know Republicans, President Trump, have said that is not going to happen. So they seem to at least backed away a little bit from what they have demanded on that aspect of it. But the attorney, Deborah Katz, also said that they want to set up a phone call with Republican and Democratic staff on the committee as soon as today to discuss this going forward, which is the first time they've had a conversation with the staff about this. The Republicans have been complaining that they have not been able to get in touch with the attorneys, who have not been returning their phone calls and emails. So the highlights here: she's prepared to testify. Next week. She's willing to have this conversation. The attorneys are with these Democratic staff, but not Monday. So what will the Republicans do? That is going to be the big question now here on Capitol Hill, Brooke.
So, okay, let me just stay with you. So it's a matter of maybe a little bit of wiggle room on behalf of the Republicans. If she is willing to testify, as long as they ensure her safety, and as you point out, she's been wanting this outside investigation to happen. So is your reading of this that she's willing to testify if they don't do this full investigation just at some point next week, A, and B, is she willing to come to Washington, or would this be in private?
That I don't think is entirely clear, the private versus public part, because the Times report, it doesn't have the full email. They're paraphrasing it, so it's not entirely clear from what I am reading in this brief synopsis of it. It doesn't say if that should be public or private, and of course that's the big question, because it does say that they're willing to, quote, discuss the conditions. So that is perhaps code for let's figure out if this is public, private, California, Washington, exactly how. But she is prepared to testify, at least tell the senators her story. Will the world see it? Will it be private? Will it be confidential? Will the senators do the questioning? Will someone else do the questioning? Still unclear, but the door is not shut for testimony. We'll see the Republicans agree to some wiggle room here after their demands to have her come before them on Monday.